Ugly bastard. They suck. Suck my dick. So, ugly bastard, best known as Lolly's worst nightmare, is defined as ugly, fat, sometimes old, #sweaty, oily, and gross. And they have a magical dick. If you get you'll fall in love with them no matter how ugly they are. Mostly appear in Japanese art called hentai.
That's right, it doesn't count if I don't say it all at once.
Drawing an ugly bastard might seem like a simple task, but let me tell you something. It is not. What? You think it's about making them fat and ugly? No, it's deeper than that. Probably deeper than your waifu that he fucked. You see, there is a law in psychophysics called the Weber-Fechner law, which states that the perceived change in a stimulus is proportional to the original intensity of the stimulus. Don't worry, I'll simplify it for your monkey brain. Imagine you're in a quiet room. You can hear a whisper. Now, if someone whispers a little louder, you'll probably notice the difference. But if you're at a loud concert, it would take someone to shout really loud for you to notice the changing volume. That's what the law is saying. The louder something already is, the original intensity, the bigger the change needs to be for you to notice it, the perceived change. Therefore, why do we need him? He's the contrast that makes the waifu seem more attractive. It's hard not to think she's hot when he arrives at the screen. One Piece contrasts this in a very good way, by the way, between the attractive females and whatever this might be. Let's study the common styles in ugly bastard designs, which is fat and disgusting trope. In this typical design, the contrast between the waifu and the ugly bastard looks like this. When the waifu is thick with milk, the bastard, you know what, let's call him gazpacho, gazpacho. I'm feeling like Aaron every time he shouts.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
When the waifu is thick with milk, gazpacho is thick with fat until he makes you sick. When it comes to their facial characteristics, there needs to be a contrast between them. You have a big shiny eyes, make sure to give him the opposite, you don't want them to look like they're going for a picnic. Here's something you should avoid. If she has big bright shiny eyes, give him dark small squinted eyes. Heck, no eyes if you want. If she had enough sleep, he surely didn't. If she has hair, he most probably should not. Most likely, I mean. It's your choice. The rule of thumb is giving them what you consider to be the opposite side of the world. But this needs to be balanced. Throwing every ugly characteristics for him and giving her good is no good. She's not an angel and he's not a demon. They're both human, man. So they both need flaws with unbalanced amount. Playing with this metric give us different sauces. Here are examples I went to the trouble of collecting. You're welcome. Make sure not to make the waifu's flaws higher than his. We don't want her to become the ugly bastard now, do we? Or do we?
No, I don't want to.
Now, I will walk you through a step-by-step process on how to draw him, or her, not judging. Step 1. Get a waifu and give her a story. I didn't want to draw a waifu, so I just got one from your favorite show. But as for the story, once upon a time, she was a hard-working, fit athlete. One night, while taking her usual night stroll, she came down a narrow road with very shallow lighting and somebody did this with his feet. Then she tripped and fell on her knees. And the foot that tripped her belongs to none other than Gazpacho.
That bastard!
Step 2. Contrast the characteristics of the wife to what you would think would fit the ugly bastard as you draw him. Now, Gazpacho, he's a man who works in a construction during the day and likes to drink at the weekend. And he had his eyes on the athlete for about a week now and he finally grabbed his chances. Now, let me demonstrate. Let's start by drawing a circle and indicating the direction in the head will be facing. Let's add in the squinted eyes as opposed to the waifu. Big stylized nose. You already know I'm gonna give him them big lips. Let's add in the ears and the chin. The mustache, very important by the way. And I don't know why, but I like this triangle-shaped hair. It screams evil and intimidation in characters. Now his double chin, his thigh, and suit. It's not bad, but I feel like the head shape needs a little modification. He looks like I tried the Majin Buu looking head and oh no, hell no. The coloring doesn't look bad, but still no good. For the last time, lock in. Starting with the stylized flat nose. Using a thick brush, I'm gonna map out the shape of the head. Let's move on to the thick, juicy lips. Finishing up the thin, elegant mustache. I'm gonna add in the outline of the head like so. His shoulder wide, nice. And let's add in some hair in the chest. Some ladies like that, I heard.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Now let's finish him up with the eyes. Now looking at this, I feel like he was sad because he asked her nicely and she said no. Therefore, like the good bastard he is, he goes on to...
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, now look at this fella. All that left is some detail and shading. Done. Actually, we're done. He's just getting started. I didn't tell you the whole story. Step 3. Suck his you turd! Of course, in the end, it's your artistic choice, so do whatever. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, see you on the next one, and peace!